Guten Tag, my name is DMAD, and remember in one of my more recent Backtrack videos where I said I went on a trip to Colorado? I recorded all this back in the summer of 2020. However, afterwards, I had a trip to Colorado, then went to college, and since then, things have been pretty busy. Well, here we are at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is the highest elevated zoo in the United States, and I want to share what it was like back in the summer of 2020. Please note, I have not returned to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo since the recording of this video, so aside from one major change to the zoo that I will be covering here coming up, I don't know much about how the zoo has changed. In addition, this was the first video I recorded with a voiceover, so you get to hear my thoughts and attempts at being funny as well. And stay tuned for my coverage of their newest project. But without further ado, let's get into what was the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo like back in the summer of 2020. So when you enter the park, the first thing you are greeted by are their Quarters for Conservation initiative, where you can directly support the protection of the species of your choice, from rhinos to vultures and more. Furthermore, as you go through the early stages of the park, you are greeted by a host of African animals, including their unique okapi. During my visit, I'm not sure if he had gotten out of his habitat or what was going on here, but the keepers were definitely trying to corral him somewhere. You also get to see one of the zoo's mobs of meerkats. Now, we get to one of the zoo's main attractions, their Giraffe Herd.
Who let these giraffes out? What the?
Yes, go Leon, come on! Oh, look at the car! Oh, look at the car!
These look like some from one of those fundraisers. I myself prefer terrains and jeeps.
The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, as of 2018, is home to 17 reticulated giraffes, making them one of, if not the largest herds in the United States. Once you've gotten a chance to feed the longnecks, you not only get to see the inside lion habitat, but also the ground view of their outside enclosure. More on that coming up. So, since the zoo is built on a mountain, obviously, there are parts that require you to travel vertically, whether that be via stairs, ramps, or by elevator. As you say farewell to the giraffes and zebras, it was here that my 18-year-old self couldn't resist making a Star Wars joke.
It's over, giraffes! I have the high ground!
As you ascend this part, one habitat that follows you up is their black and white colobus monkey and, allegedly, rock hyrax exhibit. Even when you make it to the top of the stairs or elevator, you can still be eye level with the primates, and maybe make one more cringe Star Wars joke.
It's over, monkey! I have the high ground!
the African section, the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo gives you numerous perspectives to view their rhino and elephant habitats, as well as the top part of their lion enclosure. At the time, for some reason, this was my favorite habitat at the zoo.
One thing I like about the zoo is that it incorporates its habitats into the mountain itself, making it a truly unique zoo.
I felt it really showed the creativity of the zoo in incorporating the animals' habitats into the mountain setting. It also gives the big cats enrichment to climb.
I wonder what's in this habitat. African Cape porcupines. Let's see.
Can you take a picture of that, please?
When I got to this portion, they were just letting the large mammals out. I think this is really my favorite elephant habitat on the BEC watch. It not only gives you dynamic viewing, access to the elephant's inside quarters, a chance to take pictures with the titans, but you also get a panoramic view of Colorado Springs and the surrounding prairie.
Alright, so we're just about done with the African section. Right now we're in the elephant habitat, which, if you saw my last video, you'll see the Kansas City Zoo did their elephant expedition. So, personally, another cool thing about the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is that it has overlooks like this where you can see all of Colorado Springs. We got some more to do tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to Pikes Peak. After that it'll be the Pueblo Zoo for a bit. And then a wildlife park on the way home. It's in, let's see, it's near Wichita, Kansas. There's the big city. It's like a resort over there. If you know where that is, comment down below. And a bunch more scenery. It's funny how you see all this almost flat terrain. I know it's not flat. And right behind me there's mountains. That's what I love about Colorado. I love the mountains.
Another notable animal in this area is their eastern black rhinoceros, where at 12 to 12:30 you can get up close and feed him, which of course I took advantage of.
Alright, so I set this to a bit different settings. I think it just turns down the brightness. So we're now just leaving the African area. We're going to the Wait a minute. Oh shoot, plane crashed. I gotta go rescue. Alright, we just got to the plane crash area. Hopefully there's some survivors. Well, that's unfortunate. The black rhino over there. As far as I can zoom in, but... Oh, wait, hold.
Alright, that's better. Yeah, that's a black rhino. It's not as threatened as the white rhino, or especially the Javelin rhino, but they're still in danger. After you bid farewell to the animals of Africa, you face an uphill walk to their next area, Australia.
Enter Australia. Oh.
As you pass through this double-door gate, you eventually come face to face with their free-roaming Bennett's wallabies. I like how the zoo adapted to not having enough space for a right kangaroo habitat, like what most zoos have, and got you a closer look at their smaller cousins. Throughout the Australia section, you have a few built-in habitats, such as their budgie feeding experience and their emu pen.
So, budgie feeding was a bust. There were like 2 or 3 families in front of me, according to them. So we'll save it for next time. So, one more thing. There's like a monument above the zoo, like on top of the mountain. If there's time, I may see if we can go up there. No promises, though.
After Australia, you come to their American alligators, which for some reason I thought were Chinese alligators.
Alright, so we're just about done with Australia. Alright. Come on, I thought it was push. Oh. Okay, next area on the list is birds and reptiles. The Scoots Family Gallery.
This structure hosts a multitude of reptiles, ranging from large Burmese pythons to small lizards and aquatic turtles.
Fun fact, this is actually my second time going to the zoo today, and that turtle has not moved. He's alive, but he hasn't turned.
One of the most prominent attractions of this building is their snake room. However, while I admire their collection and understand the concept of what the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is aiming at, I have never really been a fan of the way the terrariums were designed, with a more artistic goal in mind rather than naturalistic one. The reason behind the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo making this choice was because they wanted to associate snakes with beauty, as they see them as natural pieces of art. That being said, I do see how it can be argued the reptiles don't care either way, as long as they have the necessities and enrichment.
Alright, so now we're in the habitat of one of the most endangered leopard species in the world. Actually, one of the most endangered big cat species. Right up there is the Amur leopard. They're actually native to Russia, Korea, I think North China. They're critically endangered.
One area I really enjoyed was their Asian highlands. There, you can get a chance to look at their Amur leopards, try to find, their Paula's cat, snow leopards, and their massive tiger range. Another example at the zoo's clever design. If you've seen the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo's Beckwatch entry from however long ago, you'll know that one of the highlights was their Wolf Woods and Rocky Mountain Wilderness. Here, the park blends the native wilderness with the animals' habitats. They also take in rescues, such as their cougars and bald eagles. I don't have enough footage for a longer, well-put-together section, aside from this montage of the bald eagle habitat, so enjoy!
Another interesting fact, last time I came to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, way before the zoo vlogs of the YouTube channel, there's a snake down there. Anyways, right over there, there was a cage with the lynx in it. I think the lynx are still here, but they were lynx cubs. So I guess it was a breeding project. Got squirrels. It's a heist. They're stealing something. I don't know what they're stealing. They're after something. They're after the pine cones. No, they're after the nuts. I don't know. Anyways. Alright, so we're getting ready to leave the North American part of the zoo. They actually do not have their moose. I know they have turkeys in here too, but I don't know where they are. But I think North American parts of the zoo are so cool. Like, there need to be more. There need to be more North American sections, like cougars, bald eagles, get more native wildlife.
Before this next bit, I want to give a full disclosure that the comments I made were in the moment, and thus prior to knowing the monkey pavilion was going to be torn down. It is also in no way a jab at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, but my honest thoughts about the animal's husbandry at the time. Also, if by chance you know what did or will take the pavilion's place, and what happened to the monkeys, I'd like to know in the comments.
Okay, so we're in the monkey pavilion, and I Alright, so we're in the monkey pavilion, and I switched to my regular camera, so it's going to be maybe a little different audio, I'm not sure, but right now we're in the white-cheeked gibbon habitat, or right near it, and I know that, you know, I think we should be giving zoos positive light, but when you consider as far as zoos have come this day and age, we got stuff like the Kansas City Zoo, the Omaha Zoo, the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and of course the San Diego Zoo. In my opinion, I think they need to completely remodel this place. Like, these are not good displays of what like primate habitat should be. They have way better ones over at the primate area, where they have the great apes, or the orangutans and the gorillas. But yeah. It's loud. Alright. Just now leaving the monkey pavilion. Got a gibbon over there. I think it is a white-handed gibbon. But yeah, in my Sorry, that gibbon keeps interrupting me. In my personal opinion, I think that this... Okay, it was a Lar gibbon. But in my personal opinion, I think that this place either needs to be torn down or heavily remodeled. We're gonna look at this Lar gibbon a bit longer. Like, at the very least, habitat should be like this. Fresh air and shaded areas. Alright, so we are hurrying to the African Water's Edge area. It is a relatively newly remodeled area. I need to hurry. This is gonna be our last habitat, or our last big attraction. We may see the other species of bear and the tapir and maybe the mountain goats after this, but right now we need to hurry. Time is of the essence.
Now for the best part of the trip. Welcome to Water's Edge, Africa. Replacing their old aquatics area and opening in 2020, this was the newest part of the zoo at the time of recording. When you first enter, you are teleported from the mountains of Colorado to the Boulder coast of South Africa. Here, you get eye-level and underwater viewing of their African penguin colony. From there, you move to the Hippo Plaza. Here you can not only see the zoo's guinea pigs, but also learn about the importance of water and partake in fun activities around the area. Furthermore, there is a rope bridge that allows you to go over a part of the hippo's land habitat. When you move inside, you see the other half of the hippo's domain, especially for their winter times, as well as the Lemur Island, haven of the park's ring-tailed lemurs. This sort of cohabitation works because the hippos can't climb onto the island, while the lemurs know better than to go for a swim, as they, like other primates, would sink after about 30 seconds due to the density of their muscles. One final habitat was housing their warthogs, but according to the zoo, it can also be rotated to accommodate the hippos. Unlike the Monkey Pavilion, Water's Edge Africa displays the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo's power when it comes to modern and immersive designs, not only upgrading the animals' homes, but also the education and experience of the guest.
Gonna add Fox News here. Interesting. Okay. So now for the final part. For the final part of our trip here at the zoo. We are going as fast as we can down to the gift shop. buy some souvenirs.
But with that, I think we're done here. I know this video was pretty long, but at the time, I was hyped to make this video. And I'm glad that over 2 years later, I was able to make the most of my footage and bring you this time capsule of a video. I hope you enjoyed, and if anyone has been to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo since the filming of this video, please let me know what it's like. I really did appreciate my visit, and hope to make another venture out there sometime in the future. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, as well as following us on our other social media platforms. LinkTree in the description. And share this video out to anyone who you think would like to see this time capsule of a video, or just zoos and animals in general. I thank you all for watching, and remember, always be prepared, do good daily, and love nature. For your life is a canvas, and you have the brush. Auf Wiedersehen!